I remind people, they didn't become state placers by themselves.
Right.
See, they had help.
Right.
Allen didn't become the athlete he became without his teammates.
Right.
Talley couldn't become the runner he was, same with Lewis Evans, without teammates.
Right.
So although their names are not mentioned here, they were also part of that success that made us great during the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
This name right here jumps out at me, Michael Abrams. I'm not familiar with him personally, but I heard that he was something else.
You got your speaker on?
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Mike Abrams. Mike was on the first team that I coached when I took over in 1972. Okay. Mike was a tall, skinny kid. He was about my height. I don't think Mike weighed 130 pounds. And we had a senior on the team that year that roughed him up. Okay, I won't give his name. He rammed Mike's head into the water faucet in the training room, split his eye. Before I could correct this kid, Mike had left the gym.
Okay.
So I went down trying to find Mike. This is my first year, second year.
And it's real life.
Oh yeah. So I couldn't find him. So after practice, I went by his house. Okay. Talked to his mom and apologized for what had happened. Told her that the kid was no longer with the program. He was done. I picked up his uniform, and I would like for Mike to come back and finish the season.
Right.
And I had a talk with Mike and her, and Mike came back.
Okay.
So Mike would work out every day.
Right.
Work out hard. And he would never lift weights. He would simply do push-ups. Mike got to the point he could do 50, 60 push-ups in sets of 50 and 60. And before you knew it, he just started bulking up. Mike never placed in the state finals. He made it to the state finals, but didn't place. He had an outstanding record. I think he had maybe 4 or 5 losses junior year, 1 or 2 his senior year.
Right.
And again, one of his losses was to Mike Rodriguez, oldest boy. Okay. So at the end of Mike's senior year, because the kid was a good kid, he didn't have a lot of good grades, but he was a good kid. I put him in my car and drove to Grand Valley State University. Had never met the coach before, introduced myself, said, look, I got a guy like you to give it a try.
Right.
He's a good kid, he's a hard worker, here's his record.
Just needs a chance.
Just needs a chance. Guy took a chance on Mike. Mike was inducted, I was at his induction to the Grand Valley Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Mike went on to become the only kid in the country, in America, to place in all 3 college divisions.
Wow.
Division 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
That's the story of a kid who could have dropped out, would have been lost in the shuffle, went on to become one of the greatest wrestlers to come out of the state.
Right.
And the guy that befriended him was a kid from Farmington High School by the name of Mark Chirelli.
Okay.
Mark, I hadn't seen Mark until my induction. He was there for it.
I think there's a Chirello who's on the coaching staff right now.
Okay, that may be his
University of Michigan.
Okay, that may be his son.
Okay.
But Mark wrestled there.
Okay.
Got a 4 ride, University of Michigan.
Okay.
When he graduated, he got the head coach job, University of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Guess who he brought out there? Mike Abrams as his assistant.
Okay.
Mike and them coached UNLV until they dropped the program. And then Mike got a job teaching, and he's teaching to this day.
That's awesome.
So that's the story about
awesome
Mike Abrams. That kid was awesome.
Now, there's other names out here that jump at me. Like I said, Dequan Dinkins, wasn't he a 2-sport athlete?
Quan was a football running back and wrestling.
Right.
And the thing with Quan is that he didn't come out for the wrestling team, I think, until his senior year or his junior year. Okay. And he went on to place in the state. Wow. Had never wrestled before. Never wrestled. But see, one of the things that the kids will tell you about, I didn't let those jokers just walk through the building.
Right.
If there was a big kid walking down the hall, even a small kid, come here, boy.
Right.
What's your name? And I call him all boy because my dad called me boy. I don't think my dad died knowing my name.
Right.
Come here, boy. Why don't you offer the wrestling team? I don't know how to wrestle. Good. You're gonna learn. What's your name? I'll go back and talk to his parents. Look, I need this young man to come out. He walk around the hall looking like he's lost.
Right.
We're gonna find him a home.
Right.
And that's how I recruit. And those kids, like Dequan, ended up being, as you see here, state place.
Right. Right. That's awesome, Coach. That's awesome. We talked about the running game. I remember there was a year where you had 2 receivers. I think one of them was Pilgrim,
Antwoine
and
Pilgrim.
one of them was Rolle, Chris Rolle.
Chris Rolle.
What can you tell us about that? Those 2 guys.
Oh my God! I don't know if I should even tell you that. Both of them were excellent receivers.
Right. Both on the field at the same time.
Same time.
Wow.
One was a wide out. One was a tight end. Although he was a small tight end,
Right.
Slot receiver.
Right.
But they were both on the field at the same time. Now, Corey, this might get me in trouble, so I may have to have you go back and take this one. But they had the Central game at the Silverdome. We always had 2 buses: a bus for offensive team, defensive players.
Oh, okay.
One of the kids came to Coach Brown. Yeah, there's a fight in the locker room. And I go on there, of course the kids broke the fight up, and so I did what I needed to do.
Right.
I corrected both of those guys.
Right.
I left them at school.
Oh.
We went and played the game without them.
Okay.
But what I respect about them is that they had enough respect for me for doing what I did, not to be angry. Of course, it was disappointing.
Right.
They didn't play, but they knew they were wrong.
Right.
And Antwoine, I haven't seen Chris in years.
Right.
Antwoine has evolved into an outstanding educator,
Right.
an outstanding person. And he and I have met several times over the years since that incident. Well, that's where coaching becomes hard.
Okay.
Because you have to be fair, you have to do what's right.
Right.
You can't play favorites.
Right.
Kids will pick up on that.
Right.
And as much as we need those guys in that ball game, it also proved the point that no one man stops the show. We won the ball game anyway against them. So, but yeah, those guys were excellent receivers and just good people.
That's awesome.
Just good people.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Coach.
That's
I
okay.
really
My
appreciate
pleasure,
it. I really appreciate
Thank you for thinking of it.
And thanks a lot. And I hope I hope things work out for you, whatever it is that you decide you want to do.
I'm just still here among the living, and I'm so happy to be here.
All right.
Thank you.